In this demonstration, we are going to learn about one more feature in Oracle Apex that is called as automation. Suppose if you are having a requirement in your project wherein you have to build some automation, like for example, you want to increase the salary of a salesman, that is for each salesman with a commission that is greater than 500, the salary must be increased by 1.5%. And for all other salesmen, the salary should be increased by 1%. Now, this can happen yearly, monthly, weekly, hourly, or one time ad hoc. You can run the automation. Suppose if you want to build such kind of automation, then we will see how to do the same in this class. Automation is not only limited to increasing the data in the database table, but also you can have a automation that can send the email notification. It can trigger any other API or the endpoints, and it can send the data from your Oracle database to other systems. You can have such kind of automation as well. Here is the quick look on the detailed steps which we need to follow in order to build the automation. Alternatively, if you don't want to have a scheduled automation, you can run the automation ad hoc by using the Apex automation. So this is the package you can use, and there are a bunch of procedures available within this package. If you look at the documentation over here for Oracle Apex, that is for automation, I'm here in the App Builder Users Guide. From the table of content, you can go to number 19, that is extending application capabilities. Under that, the creating an automation. Here there are two things: on demand, which means ad hoc, and the scheduled. So you can have initiated this with the query or always, which means you can provide your query based on which it will trigger the automation. Or if you want to apply uniformly for all, then you can go for always. And we will see other things shortly when we go through the demonstration. So this was the quick look on what is automation and how we can make use of the automation in Oracle Apex, and also the quick walkthrough on the documentation. Let's now head over to our Oracle Apex instance. I'm here in the Oracle Apex Designer. For demonstration purpose, I will be creating a new application because this automation is part of the project or the application. I will name this as demo automation. For demonstration purpose, what I will do is I will create a table that will store the details for the employee. This is just for demonstration purpose. I will first of all create a table. Let me run this. So I'm making use of SQL command over here. My table has been created successfully. Now let me just insert the data. So this is the data for few employees. Let me add them into the table. So 10 employees got added. Let me look for the data which we have added, that is into the employees table. Click on run. So here are the 10 employees and their salaries available and other details. So with this said, we are good to create the automation. So by following these steps available in the documentation, we can create the automation. Automation we can navigate by clicking on the shared components within the application. Then we have to locate workflows and the automation. Click on automation. Once you are here in the automation, you have to click on create. I will tell this as increase salary automation. You can name something as per the naming convention followed in your project. Now there are a couple of types. You can go for schedule if you want to schedule this automatically, that is weekly, hourly or yearly as well. Coming to the on demand, this is the ad hoc, which means you have to make use of Apex automation package and you have to manually trigger this. So these are the two options available. We will go for scheduled. Now coming to the actions, there are two methods. You have to select whether the execution of automation action should be initiated based on the query. That is the rows returned from your SQL query which you will be providing. You have to apply automation on those returned rows from that particular SQL query. Or if it should be executed for all. I will go for query, as we are going to increase the salary only for those employees whose salary is more than particular amount. Now there are a couple of options: every 15 minutes, on the hour, day, or the custom. We will go for custom. I will go for minutes. I will provide it over here every 2 minutes. Now suppose if you want to make this hourly, you have to provide the hour, like every 1 hour it will run over here. That is, interval is nothing but hours. You can click on the information icon available next to the boxes and you can see more details. I will schedule this for every 2 minutes and click on next. With this automation, you can have this automation running on local database or REST enabled SQL, REST source, you can call the APIs, and other options are also available. We will try to have this automation on the table. Suppose if you want to have a SQL query and all, you can select. Next, you have to select the owner. I'm going for the default workspace. From here, I will be selecting my table, which I have created just now. That is the employees table. Let me select this. Now, actions I have to execute when the particular rows are returned based on my SQL query, or when no rows are returned, then I have to apply the SQL query. There are two ways. I will go for when the rows are returned, then only apply. Basically, I am interested in adding or increasing salary of those employees whose salary is more than 1 lakh, which means 100K. Click on create. The other option is when the rows are not returned from your SQL query. Like suppose if you don't have any employee whose salary is more than 1 lakh, then you have to apply the action. So these are the two ways are available. Now once you click on create, it will open up the automation space. By default, it is not active. You have to click on this active in order to change the status and make the automation active. That is, it will run every 2 minutes. Suppose if you want to change the interval, you can change later as well by clicking on this schedule builder, or you can write the expression over here. Suppose if you are familiar with writing the iCal expressions in integration, then it will be similar like that. Now all the other details are available over here, whatever we have filled. Coming to the action, this is the most important thing. Click on edit icon. So once we click on edit action, it is going to open up the page that is to edit the action. I'm going to name this as salary increase. Coming to the type, I am keeping this default, and the PLSQL block we have to provide the small PLSQL block that is to update the salary. So I'm going to copy this update statement. Let me copy and paste in the block over here. Basically, what I'm telling is two things. One is we have to update the employees, that is this table, where the salary must be incremented by 1.01, which means 1%. This is just a condition, so it will automatically resolve at runtime as we are going to apply this condition at runtime for all the rows. Then we are just printing. I will show you how we can check the logs of the automation shortly. So this will be logged in the automation or the execution log. Now you will tell that we are not putting the condition like I had told. I want to increase the salary of employees whose salary is more than 1 lakh. So that we will provide shortly over here. That's under the server side condition. Go to rows return. Here we have to provide the condition. What condition is? We want to return the records where salary is more than 1 lakh. Now we want to execute this for each and every row. So with this set, we can click on apply changes so that the action will be created successfully. Now there is one error. Oh, I have selected the rows return. We have to go for expression and we have to select the languages PLSQL. Now click on apply. So we have successfully created the action or modified the action which it had created by default. Now one more thing is we can add n number of actions as part of the single automation. This is also available. Now all other complex things or advanced feature also available, which we are not going to see in this class. Click on save and run. So this is going to execute at first run, and also this is going to make the automation active as we have selected the status as active. So this has run. Now you might ask how I can check the log. I will show you shortly. Now since we have run this, we will see if it has increased the salary of the employees. Basically, we have put the condition that whose salary is more than 1 lakh, their salary should increment by 1%. So there are two employees. One is Ian Malcolm and another resource is Charlie Davis. So there are two people. Now let me run this query and see whether their salary got increased. I can see that the salary of Charlie and Ian has been increased. So initially the salary for Charles Davis was 115,000. So let's see what is the new. It is 116150. Let's go back and see the execution logs. I will click on save the changes. In order to see the automation log, we have to go to shared components, automations, and click on execution log. Here you will be seeing the instances. There are two messages as part of this instance run. So it has first run at this time. Let me click on this two messages. Now this has printed two messages because we had provided the statement over here that is to log, that is Apex automation log info. Because of that, it has logged the message saying it has increased the salary. Suppose if you want to print the salary of that particular employee, then you have to provide something like this. I will show you. You can put and followed by that you have to provide the column name. In our case, the column name is salary. So if you put like this, it will put the name as well as the salary in the log. Basically, these are referring to the column names over here or the table names. That is the salary and the full name. Suppose if you want to print the employee ID, you have to print the employee ID over there. So like this, we can provide or update the logs in the automation whenever it runs. Now we had provided the schedule as 2 minutes. Let's see if it has run again. Go over to the logs. Let's wait for a couple of minutes. I will pause this class until this is running for the second time. I can now see that the instance has been created for the automation, that is for second time. If you see, the difference between those two is hardly 2 minutes. Let me click on this new log. Again, we could see that the salary of those two people have been increased. Suppose if you want to know how much it was previously, how much it was increased, you can put the salary over here. So like this, it will put the salary information as well. Now this was regarding the automation logs. Suppose if you want to know the history, you can go to history and see the automation history. Increase salary automation, so on and so forth has been occurred. This was the automation action. This was the automation object type. Suppose if you want to purge the log, if you are having n number of execution logs in your instance, you can select which automation log you want to purge. I will select my automation over here and it will purge or clear. Suppose if you want to stop the schedule, in case if you are working on some enhancement in the production, then you can get into your automation, select the automation from the list, and you can mark this as disabled so that it will not run every 2 minutes. And suppose if you want to delete, then you can get into your automation. Then you can click on this delete button at the top right corner, click on delete. So this is going to delete the automation. So like this, we have seen how to create the automation, how to write a simple automation script which will increase the salary. So sky is the only limit when you're using automation in Oracle Apex. You can send email notifications, you can call external endpoints, you can do n number of complex things in the Oracle Apex automation which it has to schedule. Basically, whatever you can do with the scheduled integration, you should be able to do with the help of Oracle Apex as well.